sounds like that. This is Lee Rogers here. Hope you're all good.
Is Lee underwater? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome along to the Bat and the Bandit episode 15? Fuck me, it still blows my mind we're doing these, like, and that people are genuinely good. You know, interesting wee tidbit, our producer Jackie boy, young Jack, who we love the bits, was coming down on the train today, and he says, obviously he's carrying all the gear with him. Someone asked him in the car, oh, where are you going? Filming something? He's like, oh, I'm going down to London to do a podcast. And they're like, oh, is that Lee and Phil's? So I thought that was fucking...
I love that, man. There's a few people who've been in this week too have kind of said, people that I wouldn't really know that well.
Yeah.
I've been saying, like, fuck, I've been watching them up to date with all 14 podcasts. Like,
Does that mean that we are influencers?
I fucking hope not.
We're going to talk about that.
We're going to talk about that.
We're going to talk about that a wee bit later. But first and foremost,
I've stopped smoking, by the way, so that's why I'm...
Yeah, how are you finding that?
Horrible. Well, wait, so you're getting the nicotine from these, which is dead on, okay? But it's 1,000 other chemicals that you're fucking missing, and you do miss them, like.
You know the comedian Duncan Trussell?
Aye.
He gave himself diabetes.
Must be sugar in that.
Yeah, fucking right. That's where the sweetness comes from.
Is it? Right, not cycle sugar?
He gave himself diabetes from vaping, quit smoking completely.
Duncan Trussell, what a fucking guy.
He's a fucking mad cunt.
He's a crazy bastard.
That's a man who's done his fair share of fucking psychedelics.
Oh, aye. Well, this is a morning time shoot today, which always, I don't know, I always feel fucking better on a morning time.
We should be a wee bit more cognitive, because for me, doing a podcast at the end of the day, especially with the way we work day to day, my social battery's in the fucking gutter.
I know. Plus, you're sitting out here doing your own work for
Brain
as well.
I'm doing my own bits and pieces, and then dealing with people. And the people that come in here are lovely. Don't get me wrong; they're absolutely lovely. We love them to bits.
We're lucky.
It's just the more people you deal with on a day to day basis, you can't help but be a wee bit sort of drained by it.
Is this a problem? Me vaping on this pod? No, nobody's gonna fucking not post it up there. Fuck TikTok.
Aye.
Fucking weird bastards.
Well, that's going to go on to
weird Chinese bastards.
That's going to go on to something we're going to talk about later. But fuck TikTok. Are we on TikTok? I love TikTok. You know what? As a platform, I cannot say enough good things about. I know.
Well, here, listen. If we're on TikTok, I better not fucking vape then.
You can. It's just a 5 clip.
Right. Okay.
All right. Cheers. Jackie, we should get you mic'd up just at some stage.
Can we do that at some stage? Just get you interacting here a wee bit.
Yeah. We do enjoy a wee chat. We get you mic'd up or something.
Yes, not a problem at all.
Anyway, podcast smooth opening there, by the way, lads.
That wasn't
smooth as fuck.
Like
Lee Rogers, as always. We check in. How the hell are you?
I'm good. Like I say, I've kind of fucking since you've stopped drinking.
Yeah.
I pretty much stopped drinking too. Like, so I've stopped drinking a couple of bottles of whiskey a week.
That's healthy.
Which is never good.
Yeah.
I've stopped smoking joints.
Yeah.
Because
were you smoking too much?
You know what?
Are you like me? Do you replace one thing with another?
Aye.
I replace one indulgence or one. Fuck. What would you call it? One crutch for another sometimes.
Well, I mean, so whenever I get in a wee pattern, I would buy too much.
Yeah.
And I'll sit there and I'll smoke. I had to give it away. I had to just say, right, I had to give it to a buddy of mine. Says, fucking take that away from me to fuck. Because for 6 weeks, man, I think I was just stoned every day.
Well, also, there is such a thing as like people say, oh, weed's great, the next day you're fine. There's such a thing as a stone over.
Oh, I feel like shit every day. If I've sat even one joint, Phil, I would wake up in the morning groggy. I
don't like the feeling. I don't like the lack of clarity.
Is that somebody knocking on our door?
Somebody knocking on the door. It fucking says 11. Sorry.
Anyway,
ladies and gentlemen, just to reaffirm that we film in the tattoo studio.
Yes, we do.
So the tattoos. It's what time is it now? It's.
Traffic warden. Is he still there? Yeah. Right. Give me 2 seconds, folks.
We break.
Keep talking.
We take a wee break, or will I keep talking shit? Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying, what I tend to do is I tend to. You can probably hear that. Just Lee's having a wee conversation with the traffic warden, who's a lovely, lovely fella. What I tend to do, ladies and gentlemen, is I tend to substitute one indulgence for another. So if I stop drinking, I'll maybe overeat or something like that. Or if what I've been doing, I've been filming time with a lot. Like I'm at the gym sort of 6 days a week. Yeah. So I've done that to film the time. And the thing what I've started doing is I've started going at like 10 o'clock at night or so. So and 10 o'clock at night is kind of the witching hour for me when I get antsy and want to do bad things.
That's not a bad shout. Finding something else to do. You haven't gone to bed early.
I've just cutting out the middleman.
I've just been saying, fuck this shit. You know what I mean? If I start to feel like something's sort of like that we
pulling you, the wee demon.
I just go to bed.
Just go to bed.
Wake up in the morning. Fucking happy as fuck with myself.
There's a lot to be said for waking up in the morning not fucked. Waking up with a wee bit of clarity, a wee bit of purpose. Not especially at our age, man. Hangovers now are not palatable.
Two days for me, and see.
And you don't look even the things you should be looking forward to. You don't look forward to.
I know. I love it. I'm an early riser, so I would wake up when I'm clean and happy and sober. I wake at 5:30 in the morning, and I fucking love it. Now, by about 3 o'clock, I need a wee nap, like, you know.
I love a nap. I love a nap in the day. It's almost like a nap is a treat. The way I see it, a nap is a treat for getting stuff done.
Sleep's a different dimension, though. I mean, I go there because, I mean, I have all my dreams at the minute are all fucking post-apocalyptic fucking armed struggle shit every
Keep
morning.
Keep it lightly.
No, I'm just saying.
I know.
Just saying.
But
I feel that we should.
Did we talk about this last week? Did you go and see? Speaking of like fucking apocalyptic gladiatorial type shit.
Gladiator 2.
Right, you went and seen it.
Fucking smashing movie.
I've never seen the original.
Have you not, mate?
No.
Really? Have you no interest in that type of history around? And I know it's a bit of an adventure movie. You know what I mean?
Do you know what? Like the whole sort of the Roman Empire doesn't really interest me, which for a man of my age is a strange thing to say.
Well, I gotta say.
How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
Well, that was a thing a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Most men think about the Roman Empire a lot. I would cross my mind fucking once a day, like so. You know what I mean?
Were you a big fan of the original Gladiator movie?
Aye, I loved it.
So that was big Russell Crowe.
I would like to refresh myself on it. I should have watched it before I went and seen Gladiator.
That was big Russell Crowe before he was a chubster.
Aye. He was in some nick in that movie.
Joaquin Phoenix was in it as well.
He's a cunt, man.
I can't. Well, for obvious reasons, I've got a wee bit of a fucking beam up on it about that cunt. But tell me a wee bit more about the second one. Was it a follow-on? Was it a prequel?
It was a follow-on. So they head out to. Spoiler alert. They head out to Africa.
Right.
The Roman Empire. So they go out to take over a part of Africa.
Is that historically correct?
Well, they did all that, but I mean, they marched the planet over, didn't they? They just went everywhere.
They were the precursors to the Orange Men.
Absolutely. The Orange Men didn't really leave this country. That's the only thing, you know what I mean?
I say fucking wood. I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm only joking.
So they head out there and they take slaves.
Yeah.
One of the slaves turns out to be Russell Crowe's son, who got fucking exiled to Africa to save his life.
Played by the Irish lad Paul Mescal.
He was really fucking good in that, man.
Have you ever
you're not a fan of Paul Mescal?
I'm a huge fan.
Are you?
A huge fan because
he tell me something.
No, he did a show. So it was originally a book that I read when I was sort of young and angsty and starved of love, Ordinary People.
Yeah.
And then there was a dramatization of that. And he was fucking amazing.
Right, okay.
Absolutely amazing.
I have heard you completely wrong then about a week ago, whenever I thought I heard you saying you didn't like him.
No, I love him.
He was terrible.
I love him, and I love him for a number. And then he was in another movie with, what do you call the other Irish actor, Andrew something. He played Moriarty in the...
weird looking cunt.
But he was in a fantastic movie with him. No, I love him. I absolutely love him. A massive GAA head on him as well.
Right, okay.
Apparently he was a very good GA player.
GA.
Yeah, but no, I'm a big fan of him. But overall, good movie.
Yep, I give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. Like,
fuck me, here. Yeah, that's not bad. Speaking of new stuff in media, I heard a rumour.
Go.
If I may be so bold, that you might be dropping some new music soon.
Yeah.
Are you able to talk about that?
Yeah, no, I am. I am able to talk about it. Some friends of mine in America, where I recorded the last recordings. Nashville, remember? I was waking up, whatever way our time.
I was in Bahrain at the time.
I was in Nashville, so I was up at like fucking 4 or 5 in the morning, waiting about 6 and then ringing you, and then me and you were having an hour of a conversation while I sat outside. A beautiful town, that. So I was out there working in the Blue Room, a very, very famous studio. Brent Mayer owns it, or you know what I mean, and his daughter Diana and me would be close. She's a wonderful woman.
I hear you talking about Diana quite a bit.
Has her finger on the pulse of publishing the music out there. Brent has worked with everybody from fuck you name it. I mean, I missed Willie Nelson by a day.
Yeah.
If I had been there the day before, would have got to sat and then watch Willie's fucking sessions. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where they're at. So we're recorded with Charles. Charles is a fucking unbelievable producer and engineer out in the Blue Room. We ended up I ended up co-writing 3 or 4 songs. So the way you work in Nashville, it's against my grain. Like Because I'm a lazy cunt. So no, I am. I'm a fucking hand
Is this with regards to writing?
Writing, okay. But you're writing with the guys. You're writing with different folk. I mean, I wrote with 3 or 4 different guys.
Is that not uncomfortable?
No,
because
I'm not used to it. I'm not. The only way I was ever used to that was with Gareth, and Gareth and me would have been close.
Yeah. See, this is what I mean. Is writing not a very personal thing? You almost have to allow yourself to be vulnerable. Well, if that's with a stranger, is it not weird?
No. I didn't mind because Nikita had fallen out with me the day before I went to Nashville.
I can only equate it to orgies.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
In the same way that, like, if you're doing stuff on your own, it's great. But you know, if you're in it takes you a wee while to maybe get into the groove of it. You know, to know where to put your hands and stuff.
Man, I would just stand back and watch, for fuck's sake.
I did for a look. It's kind of like a merry-go-round. It's like a merry-go-round that started, and you're not quite sure when to jump on. But anyway, songwriting, mate. Sorry,
or don't jump on,
or don't. That's the case, maybe. Just let her spin.
I don't know about you, but
I
would imagine if that was me, I would imagine that getting involved would maybe ruin it. I don't know.
There's some nice stuff just to be looked at.
Anyway,
songwriting, brothers. Sorry.
So for instance, I had to kind of, when I went out there, Nikita had fallen out with me, and when Nikita falls out with you, she fucking falls out
Scorched
with you.
earth.
Oh, it's your WhatsApp gets blocked, your fucking your phone gets blocked, you know what I mean?
You can't even send a payment.
You can't get her.
You're blocked on everything.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You can't block an email. So I went out and I was working with Dustin Christensen. It's fucking super cool, very, very successful songwriter out there. And Dustin said, "So man, what do you want to do today?" And I says, "Listen, I need to write an apology song to my wife." And he says, "Say no more." So him and I sat and worked out this song. It's called "Stay Mine," and it'll be the second single, because "Peace of Mind" was actually from those sessions. Do you remember the one with Isaac, my boys, in this beautiful video called "Peace of Mind"? If you just get a chance, check it out on YouTube.
I love that song so much, but
he makes it better. The video makes it better.
On first hearing it, made me a wee bit uncomfortable.
Why?
Because it was weirdly optimistic.
For me,
yes, which I wasn't used to. I love it. I love it.
Shit like
but I love it, and it's one of my favorite songs you've ever done. But it's so uncharacteristically light, which is good because it shows a bit of contrast and a bit of balance.
Yeah. Because I mean, I get down that whole fucking deep dark fucking hellbound. You know what I mean?
Yes, of course.
Crossroads demons and shit.
Fucking Papa Legba and the boys.
But so getting out there and writing with those guys was brilliant. But the thing is that how quickly they turn around to record it. So you wrote that day.
Yeah.
You're in recording then, and you're putting that song down. There's no time to sit and plan it. There's no time. You've got all these session guys just coming on top of you, and they're all just beating off.
Well, I suppose rather than fucking over-analyze and kind of paralysis by analysis, you just get it done, and it kind of keeps the authenticity of it, perhaps.
Well, that's it. So I'm going to try and get this released. Zenith Cafe have very kindly let the songs go to Maureen to get release the EP. So that's going to be lovely this year. I don't know whether it's going to be my swan song or not, man. I feel like I do this every few years. I say this is the last thing I'm putting out. Then I'm going to get my head back just in the normal everyday life. But there's a wee pull with it. Every now and again, there's a pull.
As a creative person, I don't think you're ever done.
No,
to be fair. Yeah. But I remember The Realest Deal was off that.
Yeah.
And that is one of my favourite songs you've ever done.
We talked about the video on this.
And it became, because you didn't mention it, it was like we were talking to each other. I think you sent me a video or something, and I could hear it in the background. Just that jing, 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 jing. And I was like, hey, whoa. Let's not fucking gloss over. Lee, what was that song in the background? And that's where that kind of, and fuck me, I could not get it out of my head. Just that fucking, I think I only heard the, before you sent me the full version.
Jazz.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
The video's going to be fucking lovely when we
get
young Jack here's.
That's me.
He filmed it. He's putting it together.
I was just life imitating art. Me beating the fuck out of him hood. So
fuck, I don't know. Phil.
Man, I would bite his fucking nose off.
You would have to.
I would have to. Jesus, full disclosure, Ian Mahood would beat the living shite out of me.
Here, gotta get him on this.
Yeah, we're going to have a wee discussion
about
that's something we're potentially going to do moving forward.
Where we at?
My weekend, I was away in Austria.
How was that?
Good.
You fucking loved that show at the weekend.
Mate, it was brilliant. It was a brilliant show. Brave Combat Federation did a collaboration co-promotion show with Sparta CF, an Austrian.
What are those lads like?
Brilliant. Genuinely just really good lads. Love the fight game. Understand the fight game. Unfortunately, we live in an era now where people get involved in the fight game just to make money. And don't really understand it. These guys got it. Beautiful 4,000 seater arena.
You showed me that because you know I love about this boy is that he gets excited about the arenas that he's in.
Yeah.
I can see it in your face. You're just like this here, and it looks fucking stunning. You are on some big shows.
Dude, it was beautiful.
You know what I mean?
It was a 4,000 seater, but it felt like when it was packed, because of the tiered seating, and it was all very, not unnecessarily cramped or packed there, but just the mechanics, dynamics of it, I felt like there was double that amount of people in. Such a cool fucking show. Made all the more enjoyable by the fact my big mate Aaron Wallace was there.
Oh man,
Aaron Wallace, one of the premier referees in the game today. He's now head of his own regulatory commission, and he went out and he fucking nailed it.
Did
man.
He kill it? Did he?
So proud of the big man. So proud, because that's a huge undertaking. From the inception of his commission about 3 months ago to be fully ratified, fully fucking operational, to then be doing.
To be on Brave.
To be on.
Which he was on anyway. You know,
which he worked on previously under a different commission.
Yeah.
But for 3 months from inception to doing a couple of local shows to then absolutely smashing it with a huge international show. I'm so proud of the big man. So shout out to Aaron Wallace.
Aaron Wallace. What a fucking sweetheart of a man.
Also, he made sure to keep me off the drink. He made sure to drag me to the gym, so I appreciate that.
Well, he doesn't drink. See,
no, he doesn't.
That's a good thing for you, man.
He's a consummate athlete, the big man. And people forget. Fucking
see the shape. Well, it's been a long time since I've seen anybody in this country
in that kind of nick.
Well,
people
forget bodybuilding side. You know what I mean?
People forget he was also a fantastic fighter back in the day.
He's fucking brilliant, wasn't he?
He was one.
I had many's a fucking spar with him in the EFR, and it was so uncomfortable. Like
people talk about the IMAFs now. The IMAFs are essentially the amateur Olympics of mixed martial arts. In 2014. Aaron Wallace won a bronze medal.
Yeah.
And the only reason he didn't go to the final is because he didn't get medically cleared because of an injury.
Right.
So I'm fairly sure he would have taken away a gold.
Nah.
But he'll never mention that.
No.
And that's
he's a humble bastard.
History making.
If that was me, I'd be fucking. If
it was me, I'd be wearing it right now. I'd be around my fucking neck.
Or in the streets and all. Everywhere you went, just fucking.
Oh, what's that?
Belt over your shoulder.
Oh, mate, fucking open fucking shirt and everything, looking like fucking one of the Gibbs, giving it stacks. Anyway, mate, something that I've been thinking about a lot.
Go.
And it follows on from the Tyson Paul fight last week. It's the whole issue of the impact that influencers have on modern day society.
Right.
From the sporting arena to sort of just everyday life.
The foodies that are doing it from.
That's I have a beam up on about them. We'll fucking get to
kills
them.
me, man. Kills me.
But,
let's do it.
So I was looking at some of the biggest. I'm going to read out some of the biggest influencers right now, and you have to tell me what they're famous for.
Go.
I'll give you their name, and then you've got to guess how many followers.
Are these like million followers and shit?
You've got to guess.
Okay, go
right.
ahead.
So we'll go with Kourtney Kardashian. What's she famous for?
I don't know.
Exactly.
She's famous for being a Kardashian, I'm assuming.
How many followers do you reckon she has?
I don't know. What's a big amount for people like that? Like a million and a half, 2 million?
165 million.
Holy fuck! That's a percentage of the world's population.
Now
that's a percentage of the world's population.
That's across all platforms.
Who is she?
Facebook, Instagram. She's Kardashian.
Right. That's
Facebook,
it.
Instagram, TikTok. That's everything. Khloe Kardashian. Take a guess.
It's going to be something similar, isn't it?
Take a guess.
100 million.
191 million.
Jesus.
And what's she famous for?
I don't know.
Exactly. Charlie D'Amelio, who I've never heard of. I've never heard of a Charlie D'Amelio. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl.
See, you have your finger on the pulse of this shit, like, haven't you?
Jackie's informing me she's a TikToker. She, he?
She or he?
They?
No, the
Jack, we know your pronouns.
We know you're a dude.
Your pronouns are Jack.
Yep.
Is it a guy or a girl? She?
Is it she?
Famous just for TikTok.
But what's she doing? But what's she doing that's making people love it? I don't understand.
Come on, Jackie, come over here.
Come on over.
Always love. The people love to see your face.
So it's a girl on TikTok which done TikTok dances, but she jumped on the trend early. So everyone sort of copied her, and she became sort of like an idol for.
Is she a good dancer? Like,
it's just like
all she does is dancing.
Yes,
is she a
sort
singer,
of. I don't know what she does now, but
probably gives life advice to fucking suicidal kids or something.
One of the first ever woman. One of the first ever woman on TikTok doing the dances and stuff.
And that's it.
And
what is the fucking point of boys like us doing the shit that we do for 20 fucking years? For what? For what?
That's the difference, but see if you had a set of boobs and a nurse, you'd be famous.
Fuck, I don't know.
If anybody's seen the podcast last week when I was in my pants, I have a fair set of tits on me. But right, next week is just going to be me and you doing fucking dances.
Fuck, I don't understand.
So
what is the fucking?
Charlie
I don't understand. What is the fucking point?
That is Charlie with her 169 million followers.
I fucking sat playing the guitar, doing my fucking fingers played as a fucking teenager. For what? For fucking people that go and do a fucking TikTok dance to get fucking 100 fucking million followers. What the fuck? What's the point?
Kylie Jenner.
That's fucking Bruce Jenner's daughter, isn't it?
Right. You're in the fucking dicey territory here, Lee. That is
the dude that thinks she's a woman.
That is Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, right. Okay, but it's Bruce Jenner.
That's Bruce.
He's a fucking athlete.
That's like
he's an Olympian.
Here, come and meet my dad, Caitlyn. The fuck? How many followers do you reckon Kylie Jenner has?
It has to be more than the other two. I'm going to say 200 million. I'm starting to guess now, like
333 million across all platforms.
That is a percentage of the fucking population of the planet.
That is fucking scary. So I want to go back.
Is that who's influencing fucking kids and all at the minute?
That's scary. That and they say that Kylie Jenner is the first self-made billionaire, female billionaire. No, she's not.
No,
let's be honest. Like she's come from that whole
world. She's come from money.
She's a nepo baby. Now, people who might not understand what the term nepo baby is, it refers to somebody who has had success in life because of the status their parents have.
Yeah.
That is a nepo baby. And the Jenners / Kardashians are prime examples of that. Yeah. Had they grown up in a fucking housing estate in Carrick or a housing estate in Larne with the exact same skill set they have now, no, they would not. They would not be these people. Not that there's anything wrong with getting a helping hand. But you cannot believe that your success is of your own making when it has been handed to you.
That's it. And the thing is, the only way that you're going to make any real amount of money is if you have money to start with.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
It doesn't just come from nowhere.
The first one I really remember in the public sphere for being famous for doing absolutely fuck all, for being famous for getting bucked, was Paris Hilton. There was a sex tape came out about her, and that's how she, which rumor, if rumor and conjuncture is to be believed, was entirely orchestrated and planned by a publicist.
She's a fucking mutt too.
Mate,
would you touch her? I wouldn't touch her with a bag of dicks.
Mate, she looks like I don't know. She looks like a fucking flump that's been shaved down. She is not. She's
not. Yeah.
And the voice. What I've noticed, there is a voice that creeps in to the whole social media influencer, and it's even kind of impacting upon UK and Irish ones where people kind of talk like that.
What is with that there? Wait, first I got the pancake batter, then I poured it in the pan.
Okay, guys, join me on a date and say what I ate. You're from Lurgan.
Aye, mate. So the fuck, have you heard the guys from here that are like influencers? Mate, and there's one guy in particular. He's a food guy. And he goes around the place, and every time he's talking like, and the meat that I got was so gamey. Why are you speaking in a fucking English? Why are you saying English accent?
They've anglicised. I know. This is like food bloggers annoy the clean cunt out of me because they are literally famous just for saying, I went somewhere for food. It was nice. Join me next. It's so like there's I know this cunt you mean in particular. No harm to him, but you sound like a cunt.
That anglicised words. Anglicised words. He's from here. Yep. I fucking hate it. It's my smoke out. My God.
There's a little hidden gem on the end of the Lisburn Road that no one knows about. It is a Nicaraguan takeaway, and it's ran by Mfufu. And Fufu came here on a banana boat. All products are locally sourced. Here's Mfufu holding the product. And it's like, we went to a vegan-friendly, cost-effective social enterprise. Barry had the skinny latte, and I had the non-GMO, ethically sourced, poverty-free French toast. And you're like, what the... Big man, like...
Poverty-free French toast.
I don't get it, right? So, right, food bloggers are people who have... And again, your self-worth isn't predicated on followers. But you'll see somebody who's got maybe 100 followers doing like a story or something, being like, hey guys, it's your girl Christine. And you're like, who are you talking to? Your aunt, your cousin, and your dad who has you blocked? Like, what the fuck? Like, who are you talking to? What reach do you think you have? Which I know is fucking ironic and hypocritical from two cunts sitting here in a tattoo studio.
We're shadow banned, mate. We are fucking like Listen, do you know what, folks? Just while we're here talking about this here, share the fuck out of these podcasts for us, because there's an underlying thing where any platform we're on, they just don't like us, but they can't stop us actually going on it.
There's an algorithm that flags up keywords that me and Lee tend to say quite a bit. So unless you're specifically looking for this podcast, you're not going to fucking
please
find
fucking share as much as you can. What about that our cunt, the one that runs about all the burger joints? Him and his missus.
Jesus Christ.
And here it's like, I went into this wee burger joint and we got the loaded fries and they had fucking bacon on them and they're oh my God, mate.
We went to Chip Batter Joe's in Kilray. I got the burger. Let's do a reaction. Tell the burger. Takes a bite out of the burger. It's a nice burger. They had cheese on it. They had bacon on it. They had mustard on it. And it was nice. I give it 5 yums out of 5.
Fucking thousands of likes and fucking comments and all, man. What the fuck?
The worst thing is people comment and being like, "Yous are so funny. Keep doing what you do." Mate, he's just eating that.
And then people like real people who have a real pal, like Michael Dean.
Aye.
You know what I mean? And you see his stuff and he's 50 likes. Do you know what I mean? People who are making a real dent in the fucking hospitality and culinary. Fucking Jerry White, Jawbox Gin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All those people that are doing great in their lives on social media, it looks like they're not doing as well as these fuckwits that are out there.
They're out there just going,
that was a good burger. I'll fucking give it 5 out of 10. What do you give it, love? I give it 4 out of 10. Do you know what I mean? And you're just like, what the fuck?
Today we are going to find Northern Ireland's best Christmas chap. Jesus Christ, mate.
It had turkey on it. It had ham on it. It even had fucking cranberry sauce on it. I don't know.
There was too much stuffing for me. However, you can get it without stuffing. So, oh, Jesus Christ. Mate, so that's one industry that has been Northern Irish TikTok and Instagram.
Are they getting paid for that?
I don't know.
Do they get paid for that? Do they get money for that?
Do you know who else puts my smoke out? Fucking Northern Irish PTs. Jesus fucking Christ! While we're on it, listen, yous are fucking cunts. The majority of yous.
Yous are all fucking holding pads for people trying to. You know what I mean? What is the fucking fascination now? Everybody wants to hold pads and be a fighter or a boxer or something.
And the worst thing is, you see these PTs holding pads and they don't know what they're fucking doing, and they're breeding terrible. They're breeding terrible habits.
Give us a left. Give us a right. Fucking what?
They're holding pads out here and fucking looking like they're about to take off. And they all do these really fucking annoying wee videos, like that are cut sequence and edited, where they're all trying to get on like bros and your mate being like, "Here you. Are you still doing this fucking exercise? And you're trying to grow your traps? Fucking stop it. Do it like this, mate. Are you trying to be bigger like me? Fuck up." And do you know, they're all built like wee strings of pish.
Tried and tested people. Aaron Wallace, fucking Colin Gent. All those people. Yes. And they're all in the background doing their thing with their clients, doing the right fucking thing at the right time. And then these wee cunts are coming up there just like, "Do you know what you should be doing?" You know, and they're just like, what the fuck?
We cunts that have just done a 6-week or maybe 2-week fucking PT program and now think they know it all. And they're built, it's like, "Are you trying to build your fucking pecs?" It's like, mate, you look like a fucking wet noodle that's been flung against a fucking wall. And
you look emaciated, mate. You look fucking emaciated. That's what you look like.
That's an industry where you need to look the part. Your biggest advertising methodology is the way you look. You can be your best advertisement. So if you're built like fuck all, like I'm not going to go to a PT that looks like fuck all.
No.
Because ideally you want to look like your PT because they have the knowledge, they have the size. But Northern Irish PTs,
the right dietary knowledge, the right supplementary knowledge, the right.
It's the confidence. You know what I mean? It's the confidence that they have that annoys the fuck out of me.
But that's because their demographic is that their own age group.
Spastics
who don't understand.
Now I can say that as a card carrying spastic. I can say that, but these people are fucking worse than me. So fucking annoying. Who else annoys me while I'm on a wee bit air?
Let's fucking.
Do you know what annoys? Right, I've noticed this. Gym culture fucking annoys me now.
A couple of the Northern Ireland comedians piss me off, but we're not allowed to go there.
No, you're not allowed to go. Why? Because they're smarter.
They're smarter and funnier, and we'll get took apart. So let's not do that.
Do you know, right?
You know who you are, though.
Gym culture annoys me. Everybody films in a gym now. I don't know if I said this on a previous podcast.
But did you not used to fucking say? I mean, I don't do weights. I've never done weights. Phil does, and he would come back and he would say, "There's boys standing there with fucking at machines taking up all the time because they're trying to film other takes and shit. I don't know.
They set up their tripod and they'll film. And if you walk past it, they'll look at you like you've done something wrong. They'll be like, bro, I'm filming here. It's like, well, for a start, I'm not your bro. You're fucking 16, 17, with your wee fucking pot noodle haircut.
Throw you in front of a fucking car, you wee cunt.
Or they'll like look you up and down when you walk through their fucking shot. I'm like, mate, I'm here to train. You're in my fucking way.
Absolutely.
This is, or like there was, I remember, so I go to the gym after hours, as I was saying. So it was about 10 o'clock, I went in, and there was 2 girls training, and they had everything set up, and they gave me fucking death stares when I was working out, to the point where I heard them actually say, I guess we're just going to have to go next door. I was like, you're the problem. You're filming in a gym and getting annoyed that people are working out around you in the gym. Take your face away for a shite.
What? Is it a fucking generational thing or what is it? You're a millennial, I'm Generation X.
It's a fucking sense of entitlement.
We're the last 2 fucking good generations, you know what?
I think so. Yeah. It's a generational thing. I think you have these little fucking entitled bastards that just think the world owes them something, in the same way that they think because they're trying to be a fitness influencer.
No offense, by the way, wee man. No offense at all, kid. We're this is all shit you like.
No offense, but your generation are going to cause the downfall of fucking society, Jack. So take a bit of responsibility.
You're not
for that.
Though. You're a good kid.
Your generation, spread the word.
Yep.
I know, mate. I know.
No, you don't. You don't.
That whole like, there's a guy online, Joey Swole. I love him. He calls out bad gym etiquette and things like these.
Yep.
You know, or one thing I've noticed, I had to pull 2 wee lads because they were filming somebody at the gym, like to take the piss out of them. Somebody who was maybe like a new start at the gym, didn't really know what they were doing,
and they were going to stick a fucking video of that kid up.
Yeah,
and
take the piss. And take a piss out of
That's
him.
bullying. That's fucking bullying.
And again, and that's another issue. See these bullying videos masquerading as prank videos. It annoys the fuck out of me. There's no need for it. Like, people can do the most horrible thing and then just turn around and point at a camera and be like, oh, but it's just a prank. How these people haven't had their jaws swung is beyond me. And
nobody fucking punches anybody anymore. That's the problem.
We spoke about that.
Here, the cunts the guys that are going up to homeless people and giving them a pizza or like 500 quid because they've got loads of money, and they're sitting down there going, and the guys, and his mate's fucking here filming it. You dirty scumbag motherfucker. Yeah. I fucking hate that. You dirty. If you're one of those people that are doing that, you can fucking run yourself in front of a train. That boys my piss.
It's not a good thing.
Homeless people, poor people should not be fucking filmed, getting stuff handed to them. They're always going to take it off you. You're always going to get your fucking content, but you're a cunt.
There's an argument to be said that it is a positive in that their followers will then see this and want to do.
It's not why they're doing it.
No, okay. At their core, it's not why they're doing it. They're doing it for content. They're doing it for likes. They're doing it for shares. They're doing it to perpetuate. They're doing it to perpetuate a fallacy that they're good people, which they're fucking not. If they're doing it, if you're doing anything, any action, just for the intent of filming it and posting it. It's a self-serving act. This podcast for us is self-serving.
But this is our podcast.
Yeah, this is our podcast. It's self-serving.
We're not fucking we're not head behind wokeism or anything, man. You know what I mean?
We're acutely aware of what it is.
This is not the same thing.
But if you're commodifying people, which is wrong. You're using somebody for, to create content.
To benefit your own gain.
I don't like it at all. No. And again, I've spoke about it a few times. I also think social media, influencers, TikTok, Instagram, OnlyFans is ruining the dynamic between men and women, and ruining a healthy attitude towards relationships and towards sex.
OnlyFans people who are prolific on it are earning thousands and thousands of pounds a day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Which I have no issue with anybody making the way they choose to make it, but you're leaving an indelible digital imprint there.
Yeah. And you might want to be married with kids at some stage. But listen, this isn't even for us to fucking get into. But what I'm saying is that they're making a lot of money and we're not. That's it in the fucking nutshell, isn't it?
But on a wider scale, if say an OnlyFans model who is prolific, who's very he's one of the top 1% of creators, banging out content, sexualized content, let's call it what it is. Say they have a kid, that kid goes to school, that kid will be bullied. Fucking ritualistically because of that. As a parent, that's your fault. That's your responsibility.
Yeah.
And I think things like that, they worry me.
Yeah, yeah. I don't give a fuck.
I briefly dated a girl who was on OnlyFans, and it was one of the major reasons we broke up.
Yeah,
because it was nothing to do with ego. It was nothing to do with male insecurity or anything like that. But it was like it commodified the sexual element of the relationship, and I didn't like that. And it stopped being an intimate thing. It stopped being something that just her and I had. You know, after fucking 2 hours of doing a shoot or creating content, last thing she wanted to do was anything sexual. Which is probably a great excuse for her not needing to ride me, but it changes that dynamic and makes it like, I mean, whether it's old fashioned to say it or anything, but when you're in a relationship, don't get me wrong, casual sex is class and everything, but when you're in a relationship, there's something sacred about that, and it's fucking great. If you're fucking head over heels in love with somebody and you have that wee moment, do you really want somebody to be able to pay fucking $4.99 a month and see it? Do you know what I mean?
No, absolutely not.
It's and another one. People are getting famous off the back of being a slag, basically. So there's the girl that
the fucking Hawk 2 girl.
There's the Hawk 2 girl. She got famous for saying that she spits on dick. Yeah. Now she has her own podcast.
Again,
that's literally what it is. Fair play to her. She's making her money and everything, but she has no real discernible talent. Have you ever heard the girl talk?
Aye.
Box of rocks.
Oh, aye.
A pretty big box of rocks. She is not a smart girl.
But so we said this last week, didn't we? The whole Hollywood thing, the whole music superstar thing, it's kind of fucking dying away. The stars these days, what fame is to this generation is the fucking TikTokers, the OnlyFans, do you know what I mean? The influencers, and it's to me it's weird as fuck because they mostly, now not everybody, but mostly. Now there is some good influencer out there. There's ones, the original ones who know what they're doing and are giving people really good ideas about their own lifestyle.
I wouldn't categorize them as influencers. I think influencers become a dirty word. Yeah. I believe that there's online journalism. There's online journalism.
So you think influencers is the lesser, more seedy?
I think influencer is a convoluted term for somebody who is kind of void of talent and appeals to a very, very
uneducated
demographic.
Demographic.
People who are very easily swayed or very.
Are we smart, man? I think we're. I feel like we're smart today. I don't think we're smart. I think we're marginally, incrementally smarter than some people, which gives off the pretense. I don't want to be fucking smart
of being smart. But look, for example, right. And this is something I've noticed over the past couple of days. Tommy Fury cheated on his missus.
Right.
Now, one of the girls he cheated on her with is now doing the podcast circuit and has fucking...
Because of that, she Is she a bulldog, is she?
Yeah, if I had a bag of bruised dicks, I still wouldn't give her one. She is... built like a fucking melted toffee crisp. She's disgusting looking. Right. And she is now doing the podcast circuit, has developed this notoriety, this fame, because she broke up a marriage. That's her caveat.
That's where we are.
That's her caveat.
So on that, as we said before, and I think stuff like that there, is this the end of modern civilization? Because of shit like this.
I think so. I think
people have stopped caring about each other.
Unless there is a great reset.
And people who are generally good people online are cunts. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I think there's a switch. There's a different persona between what you are in your real life, and that could be a shoe-stern wee fucking weirdo to the keyboard warrior you are when you're online, because you're a whole different character, you're a whole different life, and that is not the person you are.
Well, you're afforded a degree of safety and anonymity online.
It's fucking wild, man.
You know, there are I would, if I'm ever having a wee bit of a back and forth and a bit of a laugh online, there's nothing I would ever say online that I would not say to somebody.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? But there is a generation that there's people slabbering to professional fighters.
Yeah.
You're a bum. You got knocked out. Blah blah blah. Like
this is concept of never fucking wrapped their hands in their lives too. Like, do you know what I mean?
Professional to literally somebody who has trained their life to become a professional killing machine. They are finding that you suck. You're this. You're that. You're X. You're Y. You're Z. Now.
doesn't matter. Some of these lads maybe had 2 or 3 losses, and that's why they're getting that fucking amount of fucking barraged hate at them. Yeah. But those 2 or 3 losses, you have to remember, they are still 1 million times the fucking fighter that you could ever be.
It's scary.
Do you know what I mean? They're fighting they're fighting people that are at the top of their game, and But here, even
people, what it comes down to is people just aren't nice to each. And I know that sounds so contrite and simplistic to say. People just aren't nice to one another.
Big reset, a big fucking EMF pulse just to take out the internet for a couple of years and see how people fucking change when they have to interact with in real life.
What do you think would happen, mate?
Mate, it would be interesting. I would be all right. You'd be all right.
Yeah.
My wee lads would be all right. You know what I mean? I know that there.
I'd save money not having to pay Jack to do the fucking podcast every week.
We'll have to start fucking doing it from a CB radio again. That'd be brilliant, mate, wouldn't it?
Just talking. Just talking to truckers, like. Be great,
I know, it'd be fucking brilliant.
Reality TV, mate. Where do you stand on it?
I remember the first TV show that I had ever seen in reality TV was about 19. I want to say fucking late 80s, but it wouldn't have been. I maybe 3rd or 4th year in school, so maybe 1991, 92. Yeah. And it was called The Real Life, and it was on MTV. And it was
The Real World.
The Real World. The Real World. Yeah. Yes, mate. That wasn't the real life. The Real World. And I remember it being fucking fascinating, Phil. They stuck all these guys in a house together. It was a bit like an early Big Brother. I don't think it was a vote out thing. I don't think it was anything like that. I think it was just like for 3 months you're going to live together.
Got a start?
I'm not sure. Man.
I think Phil
was he on that? Was he?
Was on a season of it because they did
season of it. Yeah, because there was a lot of them. But I remember it being fucking fascinating. By the time it got to Big Brother, it was old news, and it was hard to watch.
Reality TV's dangerous.
Reality TV is what's kick-started this whole fucking thing.
You think about it, can ruin lives. So a friend of mine was on a very early iteration of Pop Idol.
Yeah,
I believe it was in 2005. Yeah. And he got to the live shows, and he was voted off eventually. But you see, for about 6, 7, 8 years, he didn't really, by his own admission, he didn't really know who or what he was because he had that little taste of it. Yeah. Constantly trying to try and redevelop that, constantly searching for that, constantly chasing that. And how many times do you hear of people who have been on reality TV who didn't quite get the life they expected afterwards?
Troy Ramey, very good friend of mine.
They struggle. Like, people have killed themselves and shit over that. Yeah. And then the shit you do, if you, like the likes of a Big Brother, there's cameras on you 24 hours a day. If you say something, it could be the potential. Like Jade Goody, for example, it ruined her career.
Poor girl died, didn't she? But she died of cancer.
She died of cancer. But she was cancelled before that. There was a girl on Big Brother. I can't remember. Kinga was her name. She bucked herself with a bottle. In the Big Brother house. Now that lives.
I missed that.
She's forever going to be known as the girl who did that. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Regardless of whatever she does in life, she can do great things, get qualifications, become a doctor, save lives.
It's an internet thing. It's always there.
It lives.
Never gets away.
It lives forever. That's what scares me about. That's why sometimes I'm conscious when I'm doing commentary on a much smaller scale than fucking reality TV, but I forget that people can hear what I say sometimes, and I say some dumb shit. So I constantly need to remind myself that I'm speaking to a potential audience. Likes of interviews and stuff. When you're ever doing interviews, do you ever think to yourself afterwards, "Fuck, maybe I shouldn't have said that"?
But I mean, like fuck, man. I feel like sometimes I've crawled out of a cave in the whole new world, and I don't know why. I don't know. It wasn't the lockdown. It wasn't anything like that. It was. I don't know what it was. But sometimes when I'm on interviews, I mean, my team used to have to tell me, "Lee, please watch what you say." You know what I mean?
Do you ever remember when?
Mate, I walked out of the fucking garage today, the petrol station up the road, and there was a Middle Eastern looking guy.
I can even see you struggling to find the right fucking to find the politically correct terminology.
Right, Middle Eastern looking guy came out, Northern Ireland accent. He says, "Like the scarf, mate." And this is one of the scarves that were out there. Yeah. I says, "I mate, I'm joining the Taliban." Do you know what I mean?
Which is lighthearted.
Yeah. He laughed, and that was fine. But for me to say shit like that, that's the way I would get on. I mean, I don't feel that I need to hide a bit of a joke or to worry about. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
the intent.
Right here.
We had a conversation that last week about comedy and intent.
Here's another one.
Right.
Me and Nikita were coming out of the back of the fucking city hospital one time years ago. I was driving down. It was a stunningly beautiful day. There was a couple of big lads standing outside a pub with a vest on. One big lad was black and he had no top on, right? And I wound the window down and I said to him, "Hey, big lad, make sure and get a bit of fucking sun cream on you. You're going to burn," right? But he turned around and he laughed and it was fine.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the sort of shit. I mean, I say it knowing that man's black. I said it knowing he's black. But I wasn't being racist. I was just having a bit of crack with him and he got the joke.
We can edit stuff, can't we? No, I know what you mean. Joe, speaking of editing,
just a bit of crack, mate. And he got the joke. He laughed and he went, fucking dead on, mate. You know what I mean? He was fine.
Speaking of editing, we're going to take a quick break. I need to go for a piss.
Yes,
then we're going to finish with fan questions.
I'll do it. Yep.
Spot on.
It's a good plug. What is happening, folks? We are back.
That was a belter pish.
Is that a good one?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're going to finish up with the old fan. Don't think we had time for it. Didn't have time for it last week. We'll finish up with a couple of fan questions, Mr. Rogers.
Great. Yes, go ahead.
Bum, bum, bum. Ba, 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 ba.
Let's see what fucking wonders you have come up with this week for us, huh?
Oh,
Go.
Danny McDonough
Danny's a good lad.
with an absolute belter. I believe this one's probably more geared towards me.
Okay, go ahead.
Christopher Nolan or Matt Reeves? Do you understand the question?
Yes, fuck, man. I for me, at the minute, I don't think Matt Reeves has done enough. I think the brilliant movie. But Christopher Nolan's trilogy is fucking...
The trilogy, at the minute, obviously, like what Christopher Nolan did, and of the time... sorry, for people who may not know, Christopher Nolan was the director of the Batman trilogy, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight Rises. Matt Reeves was responsible for The Batman with Robert Pattinson, who's exemplary, and, in essence, The Penguin.
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't the showrunner for it, he wrote the Penguin. I would be inclined to say Matt Reeves, purely because the Batman was the Batman I feel like I'd been waiting for. That is my Batman.
Early, just like not quite Bruce Wayne even yet, you said before, didn't you?
That's the iteration of the Batman that I've always wanted. And yeah, with regards to...
Everybody else on the planet's going to say...
Yeah, and and a lot, like... Robert Pattinson got a lot of backlash by being, it's emo Batman, blah, blah, blah. You're meant to think that.
Yeah.
That's not that's not an opinion you formulated to dislike the movie. That has been entirely formulated because he hasn't developed the character of Bruce Wayne. People forget, Bruce Wayne...
Is Batman's alter ego?
People forget that. Batman doesn't live in Bruce Wayne's basement. Bruce Wayne lives in Batman's attic.
Yeah.
You're not casting the Batman. You're casting Bruce Wayne, is the way I've always looked at it. Right. And it's always about how somebody develops that character. It's a character within a character, if you will. And I've always found that fascinating. So to see the way that that's going to evolve under Matt Reeves is going to be fucking fascinating. Not only that, The Penguin, we spoke about it last week, is some of the best episodic television I've ever fucking watched.
Good.
And I seen a video the other day of Colin Farrell in full Penguin get up, speaking normally, and fuck me, it was weird.
Speaking in a southern accent.
But yes, but for me personally, Matt Reeves.
Right, I'm the other one.
Corey, that we love the bits.
Yep.
Said, I think you and Lee need to try the labor simulator on the podcast. Get fucked.
Not happening.
I've no interest in that at all. I've been kicked in the balls and I've been punched in the jaw. No, Jack. Jack.
Got one of them, right?
Well, you may fucking keep it, Jack.
Have you? Did you get it to do it on? Did you? Is it bad? I don't want to try that. Shit.
I don't want to try it. I don't like the sound.
You're bound to feel that in your balls, aren't you? You're bound to feel that. Fuck, do you?
I've what like?
Not really in the balls. Wouldn't go near there, like.
No, but if it's fucking low down, but you're bound to.
Really
No.
it, but it makes your full stomach like proper.
It's not the same thing as that fucking thing that they're saying you don't even need to do sit-ups, so you just stick this on you and it just fucking...
It's similar to that, except this one...
Tens machine?
It puts your body into like a spasm.
No, I don't want to do that. Moving on. Sebastian Vandel Martinez, good mate of mine, commentator, one of the best commentators in Europe. Love the guy. Question: what's P Diddy's favorite submission?
Anal.
Holy fuck.
The dirty cunt. Huh?
So
anyway,
moving swiftly on. Oh fuck, Sebastian again. Another question. He says, a crocodile, a lion, and an anaconda. Choose one to fight, one to have as a pet, and one to be sexually harassed by.
Fuck me. I don't know about the sexual harassment. I would have the anaconda as a pet.
Right.
I would fight the crocodile.
And you'd be sexually harassed by a lion. That's your option. Process of elimination.
Do you have to choose?
Yo, you have to.
Right, what are you choosing?
Right.
Go.
I'm going to have a lion as a pet.
Right.
Because I can keep it in a
cage.
In a cage.
Right, okay.
Throw it a wee bit of steak every now and again. I don't have to interact with it.
Lions work, but anyway,
I don't have to interact with it.
Throw a bit of steak now
I'll be like, I would call him Gavin. Be like, Gavin, ribeye. So Gavin would have his ribeye.
Right.
I would choose to fight a crocodile. Because I could come up behind it because of the all their pressure.
It's
on the shot.
So if you hold it closed, it can't open.
All I need is to creep up behind it with a roll of celly tape.
Fucking crocodile done to it. Knife in the back of the nut.
Right in the medulla oblongata. That's where the anger is.
Right, okay.
That's why they've enlarged medulla oblongata.
Okay, got you, right.
Learned that from the water boy. And then was sexually harassed by the anaconda.
What, sticking it, letting it fucking go up your hole?
As long as I can pull it back out. Like, that wouldn't be the worst thing.
Right,
anyway, thanks, Sebastian. Listener question. Let me see. What's been, for you guys, the most disappointing actor playing a fighter, wrestler, or MMA character in a movie? And then on the flip side of that, who's been the best in the past 20 years?
That cunt. That fucking comedian doing that Here Comes the Boom.
Oh, Kevin James. That's a great shout. He's... Check the hard drives. That's all I'm going to say about him.
He's a strange, but that there's something about that cunt. Best one for me.
Was he on the list?
Tom Hardy and Warrior. Tom Hardy and the RV lad. What do you call the RV fella?
Joel Edgerton.
Yep, them two were great,
Edgerton,
man.
I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, Warrior for me. We've spoken about Warrior before. Warrior for me is the consummate MMA movie. I absolutely love it. Love it to bits. But yeah, Here Comes the Boom was a terrible.
There was no need for that
MMA movie.
There was no
I
need
didn't
for
like
that.
it.
He's meant to be a big fan too, isn't he?
He's a huge MMA fan. Absolutely huge. Bas
Why
Rutten and Joe Rogan were in it.
Why did he try and ruin?
Why did he try and ruin it? Yeah. So yeah, that didn't work great for me. But yeah, Warrior. If you haven't seen the movie Warrior, we talk about it a couple of times. It's just one of the best I've ever seen. I think
what a beautiful fucking song at the end of it, man. It's still every time that song is on my plate, the National.
Oh, aye, we have to give each other a wee hug, don't we?
I mean,
aye. Last thing to finish up. We are thinking about having a guest once a month.
Yep.
We're thinking about bringing a guest. We already have one booked. Shall we say, or shall we keep it?
I think we should say.
Okay, go ahead.
A good friend of ours, Mr. Barry Fitzgerald, probably
for people who may not know,
one of the leading parapsychologists, paranormal investigators on the planet. He's been on Ghost Hunters many times. He's been on his own shows. He's a fucking gem of a man. Very, very knowledgeable. Very scary. The knowledge this boy has his IQ through the fucking roof. We're going to have him sitting here some week very soon.
For a podcast like that, I will not be saying very much at all because I love to listen to that man.
And that man can tell a story. Yeah, that man can tell a story.
Not only is he wonderfully knowledgeable, but he's also so eloquent and so well spoken to listen to.
Of course, he's Irish.
He really embodies that great culture of Irish storytellers too.
Yep.
So
he's wrote multiple fucking books.
Check him out, Barry Fitzgerald on Instagram. Check him out, great guy. But we'd also like to hear from you what kind of guests you would like us to have, whether it's people from the music industry.
Well, we're gonna have across the board,
a veritable smorgasbord. But at the end of the day, we want this to be interesting for the listener as much as it's interesting. Be an interesting conversation for us. So if it's people from the music sphere, the comedy sphere, the sporting sphere, genuinely people that we
absolutely. I mean, people that we look up to as well. And
it wouldn't be difficult for you because you're 5'7", man.
I'm fucking 5'11". I'm taller than you. You can't.
Oh, okay, Lee.
You're
what size are your feet? Be honest.
9.
Lee.
They're fucking 9.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
They're 9.
You'd be lucky to be a 7.5 in American sizes.
Look the fucking size, yeah.
Yeah, they're a size 10, but you're. Let me feel your toe. Let me feel your toe. Give me your toe. Get away the fuck. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been The Bat and the Bandit, episode 15. I've been Phil Campbell, as always, my best friend in the whole wide world, Mr. Lee Rogers. Find us on social media at PC_commentary. Please follow, like, share, comment, all that good stuff.
Fucking shared
for The Bat and the Bandit. Lee, where can people find you?
Lee Rogers Music and L Rogers on Instagram. ELROJERZ. I don't know why the fuck I spell like that, but that's it.
Thank you very much, folks. Slangafoil.